spreader we're running, Cosmo spreader. We'll grab the fertilizer and then the lime. TJ's gonna spread with the 2440. So he's got to run at 5 miles an hour for the setting we want to be at on that fertilizer spreader. So the speedometer in that tractor doesn't work, so he's got an app on his phone telling him how fast he's going, so he's just checking to see what 5 mile an hour looks like going through the field. So that's what he's doing right now, and then we're gonna head back to his place, grab the lime and fertilizer. We're gonna have to do them one at a time, unfortunately, so there'll be a little bit of sitting around. And then once I don't know what he's putting down first, the lime or the fertilizer, but when he puts the second application down, I'll be following him with the disc, and then we'll just incorporate that into the ground. That's the plan, at least. So we got 2 pallets worth of lime. Based on the calculations for the size of the field, we're gonna need 105 bags, which is just shy of this pallet and that pallet over there in my truck. So I was hoping we'd get all the spreading done today, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get that lucky. So we're probably gonna be spreading tomorrow after work too, I would imagine. So these ants gonna be pissed. A bunch of them went through are going through the spreader. So we'll see how TJ's making out. So the problem we're facing right now is we thought the spreader was going to work with the pelletized lime, but it just kind of exploding once it hits the spreader itself. So we might have to figure something else out. It is putting something down there, but it's according to the chart on the spreader, it's supposed to be doing like 50 feet, and there's no way that's the case. So we're probably gonna have to look at this again because this ain't working. The video. Well, it's starting to go now. That's spread. I get it spread. Maybe it is. Maybe that will work. It's just coming out super fine. You can't really see it on the ground. So we figured out what was going on as far as it just coming out dust. He didn't realize it, but when he pulled into the field, the PTO was like half engaged. So the auger was just grinding up all the pelletized lime. So when he engaged it and opened the door up, the gates, it was just dust coming out. So once he got halfway down the field, it started turning into the pellets like it's supposed to. He made that first path right here. The spreader says it's supposed to be 50 foot spread. So he made that first pass here expecting to be shooting that, but there's no way it's doing it. It's probably 25 feet total. So he's gonna split the difference between all these passes here, and then we'll crisscross them afterwards. We're supposed to be putting down 1,000 pounds to the acre. This here's 5 acres, I think I said. He's got the numbers down. So basically, it's 2 pallets worth of lime. I believe it's 3,200 pounds each pallet. So we got this one and the one in my truck. I kind of wish, it's kind of a slow going process. That hopper only takes like 500 pounds. We thought it was 1,000, but it's wrong calculations after we started looking at it. It's 500 pounds is what it holds. I kind of wish the auger on my wagon was in a little better shape. It wouldn't leak all this lime everywhere, because I would just figure out what we need for how many bags for each field, and I would just throw that in the auger while he's running it, and then we could just, you pull up to the auger, unload into it till it's full, and take off, and it'd be a way quicker process, but it is what it is. So we have 7 pallets of lime total, 4 pallets of fertilizer. We're probably only gonna get, no, I'm sure we're only getting lime down today. Probably not even gonna finish all the fields like I was hoping we're gonna do, but it is what it is. We'll just work our way through the week. The rain looks like it's gonna get pushed off till Friday now. It's Sunday today, so we're probably in good shape. So he's coming back in for another load, I think. No, he's turning around, so. Farming on a budget, I guess. I wish we had a better spreader, but I paid like $200 for this thing, and you know, not a ton of money in hay. So you kind of, and we're starting out ourselves, you know, from scratch basically. So you got to run what you can afford. If there's a ton of money in it, then maybe we'd have a little better spreader and some other shit, but ain't the case. So first casualty of the weekend, the agitator in that spreader sheared off, which kind of screwed us because without that agitator in there, when we dropped it in to kind of cover up the hole, but without that agitator, there's a gaping hole at the bottom of that cone. So we basically just have lime dropping out. So every time he pulls in, we got to like kind of position the agitator back in place so that it doesn't just pour out the bottom. And we also opened the gate all the way up instead of keeping it. It was like number 7 or something, whatever that setting was. We opened it all the way up just because I don't think it's accurate. So he's spreading wide open right now. So at least the fertilizer will be a lot faster. Like I said, we've only got 4 pallets of that, so, and it's like, no, sorry, 2 pallets? 2 pallets of that, whatever I said. 400 pounds to the acre is what we're putting down for fertilizer, so that'll be a lot faster than putting lime down. Finished up that field we were in finally. I think we got back from TJ's with the lime at like, call it 1 o'clock. Clock in the truck right now is saying 3:45, so it took us, I don't know, call it 2.5 hours to spread that field. It's a real slow going process. I'm heading to his place right now to get the next pallet. He pulled in as I was pulling out. He had left a little before I did. So that 1 pallet he has should be enough to finish up the 3-acre field that I had disked up yesterday. So we'll get that knocked out. We're trying to get the small 1-acre piece done. And then with any luck, we'll get started on that other field and the big 6-acre piece that's probably gonna get left till tomorrow. But at least we'll have a pretty good handle on things by then. And then I think, like I said before, the fertilizer is gonna be easy. That's 400 pounds to the acre. It was like 2 pallets worth or something like that, so that won't be a big deal. But this ground was severely, the pH was just way off the charts, so it needed quite a bit of lime. It was actually like, we needed like a ton to the acre if we were going to put that the pulverized lime down. This pelletized, the quick acting stuff, I guess, is I don't know, a little more concentrated and stuff. We didn't need as much, however that makes sense. So if we were putting the other stuff down, the long-lasting stuff, we would have maybe pulling our hair out with this setup we got going on, but that's how she goes. All right, so I got back from his place with the lime, and he put the last bit from his truck in, so we're going through this pallet quite a bit faster than we did on the other field there. So we got to get 10 bags worth out of my truck, and then we're gonna go probably hit that small field, and I'll go load up from his place again, and we'll get started on the field on the other side of this brush line here. I was actually looking at tractors last night, cab tractors, because I was still coughing this morning after working ground, and I actually found a guy that was interested in trading my 856 for a 1566 cab tractor, and it looked to be in good shape, but I was looking further into it, and I remembered that the 1566s have the 3-speed tranny, which if you talk to some guys that run them, they're either too fast or too slow in the field. There's really no like perfect speed, and I'm pretty sure those only have the 1000 PTO shaft. It's not the dual speed like all the other internationals are. I kind of talked myself out of that, but I'm still looking. I don't know, I might forget the idea altogether, because that 856 is a runner. It needs a couple stupid things, but nothing crazy. So I'm not sure. TJ's backing up right now. I think he finished up. He's backing over to me, so yeah, he's definitely empty. So we'll fill him back up. 10 bags out of this pile, and then we'll start on the other field. Keep coming back. You're good. Yeah, that's quick. All right, so my phone died halfway through that last clip I was making when we were out here putting lime down. So I believe where I left off was we were putting lime down in this 4 1/4 piece right beyond this brush line. And then so we got that done. We had like 17 bags left, and we dumped it on the little 1 acre piece over here that we park all the equipment in, and then we called it a night. It's 2 days later. That was Sunday. It's Tuesday now. Came down here after work with him. He had beat me here. He had brought 2 pallets of lime down, and he was halfway through the last one when I pulled in. I stopped off at his house, and I got 2 pallets of fertilizer in the back of my truck. 15, 15, 15, so 15% nitrogen, 15% potash, and 15% phosphorus. So he just did we threw 5 bags in the spreader, and just to make sure it was going to feed out all right, and all that. It checked out good, so we just filled him up. He's going diagonally across the field now, so that way there he knows where his passes are, because you can't, that way there you don't confuse, you know, the passes we put down for the line. So, I think I might have said in the last video we had 2 pallets total of fertilizer, and we don't, it's actually 4. So we're putting down 400 pounds to the acre, so however that math works out, I think it was, we're into this right now for what, 17 bags so far we put down in this field, and we have another 10 to do, so 27 bags in this field. So once he gets this field done, I'll go grab my 856 and start incorporating all this into the ground. We were supposed to have rain coming in tomorrow night. I think we still do, but like later on tomorrow night. So we're probably gonna come back down, finish putting all the fertilizer in the ground, disc it all up nice and smooth. They're saying, like I said, rain late Wednesday night, all day Thursday, sunny Friday, Saturday, and then rain Sunday again. But from what I saw in the forecast, it's only gonna be like maybe an 1/8 to 1/4 inch of rain, so nothing too crazy. Hopefully this field dries out and then we can get in here on the weekend and seed everything up. That would be ideal, but we'll see, because as you've seen in other videos, these fields don't really like to, they don't like to dry out. So we'll see. Maybe now that we're all smoothed out and whatnot, disced up, maybe it'll take the water in a little better. But so that's where we're at right now. So he's gonna finish this field up, and then I'll grab the tractor and start disking. All right, I just finished up this field, ran the drag over it. It's smooth as glass, so this field's all set. He put fertilizer down in that next field over, and he's actually in the little 1 acre field back here. It's just after 8 o'clock though, and there's a house that kind of borders that field, so I'm probably not gonna bother disking that up. I might get this 1 acre piece here just to get that taken care of, but I don't want to bother this guy here. I can just get it tomorrow. So I think I'm going to end this here. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.